In the quiet village of Umuduru, a young man named Chike had just returned from Lagos. Chike was smart and full of dreams. He wanted to help his village grow and become better. The people in Umuduru were happy to see him back. They all liked Chike because he was kind and always ready to help. Chike's new neighbor was a beautiful woman named Madam Ada. She was married to Chief Ibuka, a very rich and powerful man in the village. Chief Ibuka was always traveling for work, and Madam Ada often felt lonely. She enjoyed talking to Chike, and soon, they became friends. They talked about many things, and Chike found himself drawn to her charm. One night, during a village festival, Chike and Madam Ada found themselves alone under the moonlight. They talked and laughed, and before they knew it, they were holding hands. That night, their friendship turned into something more. They began meeting secretly, sharing sweet moments that were full of excitement and danger. One stormy night, Chike was woken up by a loud knock on his door. It was Madam Ada, soaked from the rain and very scared. She told Chike that Chief Ibuka had found out about their affair. She said that in a fight, she accidentally killed her husband while trying to defend herself. Madam Ada begged Chike to help her hide the truth. Scared and confused, Chike agreed. The next day, the whole village was talking about Chief Ibuka's disappearance. The police, led by Inspector Kola, started looking for clues. Chike and Madam Ada tried to act normal, but they were very scared. Chike's dreams of a peaceful life were gone, replaced by a terrible fear of being caught. As the days went by, Chike noticed that Madam Ada's story didn't add up. She seemed to be hiding more than she was saying. Chike started to feel trapped. He decided to find out the truth. One night, he sneaked into Madam Ada's house and found a hidden box. Inside, there were letters and documents that showed Madam Ada had been planning this for a long time. She wanted to get rid of her husband and used Chike to do it. Chike was shocked. He realized he was in great danger. He had to get away from Madam Ada. He went to his old friend, Amora, who was now a lawyer. Amora listened to Chike and agreed to help him. Together, they collected evidence to show that Madam Ada was the real criminal. Amora and Chike went to the police with their findings. Inspector Kola was surprised but decided to investigate further. He found enough proof to arrest Madam Ada. The village was shocked to hear the news. Chike's name was cleared, but he felt sad and betrayed. With Madam Ada in jail, Chike tried to move on with his life. The experience had changed him a lot. He learned to be careful about who he trusted. The people in the village supported him, and he found comfort in his work. Over time, Chike and Amora became closer. They fell in love and decided to work together to make Umuduru a better place. As Chike looked forward to the future, he promised himself never to be caught in such a dangerous situation again. He knew that sometimes, wishes could lead to unexpected and scary paths. But with friends like Amora, he felt ready to face whatever came next. One quiet morning, Chike was sitting under the big baobab tree in the center of the village, thinking about everything that had happened. Suddenly, he noticed a group of villagers gathered near the market square. They were whispering and pointing towards the police station. Curiosity got the best of him, and he decided to see what was going on. As Chike approached the crowd, he overheard bits of conversation. New evidence, another suspect, a hidden plot. His heart started to race. Could it be that the story wasn't over yet? He pushed his way to the front of the crowd, where he saw Inspector Kola talking to a stranger. The man was tall, with sharp features and a stern expression. He introduced himself as Detective Olumide from Lagos. Detective Olumide explained that during a routine investigation, they had found new evidence that suggested Chief Ibuka's death was part of a larger conspiracy. It seemed that Madam Ada wasn't the only one involved. There were others, people with powerful connections, who wanted Chief Ibuka gone. Chike felt a chill run down his spine. Just when he thought everything was behind him, he was being pulled back into the mystery. He knew he had to find out more. He approached Detective Olumide and offered his help, explaining his connection to the case. The detective agreed, seeing the value in having someone local assist with the investigation. Chike and Detective Olumide started working together. They revisited old clues and uncovered new ones, digging deeper into the secrets of Umuduru. It became clear that Chief Ibuka had been involved in some shady dealings. He had powerful enemies who wanted him out of the way, and Madam Ada was just a pawn in their game. One evening, Chike and Olumide were going through some old records when they stumbled upon a name that kept coming up: Namdi. He was a businessman with a reputation for being ruthless. Many in the village feared him, and it seemed he had a grudge against Chief Ibuka. They decided to pay Namdi a visit, hoping to get some answers. When they arrived at Namdi's house, they were met with hostility. Namdi denied any involvement and threatened them if they didn't leave. But Chike and Olumide were determined. They continued to gather evidence, talking to villagers and piecing together the puzzle. One night, while going through some documents, Chike found a hidden note. It was from Chief Ibuka, written just days before his death. The note hinted at a secret meeting place where he had hidden important information. Chike and Olumide followed the clues and found a small, abandoned hut on the outskirts of the village. Inside, they discovered a hidden compartment with documents that revealed the full extent of the conspiracy. The documents showed that Namdi and several other powerful individuals had been involved in illegal activities, and Chief Ibuka had been about to expose them. Fearing for their own safety, they decided to eliminate him. Madam Ada, caught in the middle, had been manipulated into taking the fall. With this new evidence, Chike and Olumide went to Inspector Kola. Arrests were made, and the true story of Chief Ibuka's death was finally revealed. The village of Umuduru was stunned by the revelations. Chike felt a sense of relief and closure. The truth had come out, and justice had been served. As life in Umuduru slowly returned to normal, Chike continued his work with Amora. They became even closer, their bond strengthened by the trials they had faced together. Chike knew that life could be unpredictable, but he felt ready to face whatever challenges came his way. He had learned that the truth always finds a way to come out, no matter how deeply it is buried.